Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again today. I don't usually plan on covering stories like this, but I thought this one was so interesting. Generally, I want to keep this channel as kind of a general, kind of higher level view of the UAP, UFO, congressional stuff, government stuff, for those that are looking to get kind of quick information or get into this kind of world. But with that being said, I saw this story come up and I really wanted to talk about it because I thought it was interesting. I read the Daily Mail report yesterday, and forgive me if I'm going to be looking off from camera. I have my notes here. There's a lot to cover, so let's just jump into it. This report, this Daily Mail report, I believe that's the first place that reported it. That's the first place I saw it. A whistleblower came forward recently saying that there was a secret Pentagon program called Immaculate Constellation, which has apparently been hidden since the congressional oversight, been hidden from Congress since 2017 when all this stuff started really kind of taking form. The program was created to collect, detect, and quarantine the military's best UFO, UAP data. This includes a lot of media, eyewitness testimonies, sensor data, basically anything they could get their hands on. This program was created to house all that and put it all in one place, which makes sense and I think is a good idea generally to have all that information in one place. I was listening to a podcast recently where they were talking about how the government, departments were very siloed before 9/11, and after that they kind of shared data a lot better, which improves national security to an extent. But generally sharing information like this is good, even though it was all hidden from Congress. According to the whistleblower, the program was launched after the 2017 leak of the now famous Navy UFO videos like the Tic Tac, Gimbal, Go Fast. If you're not familiar with these, I suggest you just go search Tic Tac UFO, Gimbal UFO, Go Fast UFO, or UAP. You'll find the videos. They're all still very much readily available online. A lot of major mainstream news outlets have spoken about them in the past and continue to. The one I have on screen is a screenshot from the Tic Tac. This is a zoomed in shot, but you could find the full video online if you have not seen those yet, and I'm assuming a lot of you have who are watching this video. These videos were kind of the beginning of this whole phenomenon, this whole discussion being brought more and more into the mainstream, leading to what we're doing today. There's a lot of big podcasts, there's a lot of mainstream attention, not enough, but more than there was on this kind of thing. Going down a little further, Immaculate Constellation is classified as a USAP, which is super secretive, unacknowledged special access program. If you want to know the whole terminology, if you're not familiar, this classification gives the program unique secrecy privileges, shielding it from regular channels of oversight. So it could kind of operate on its own. The whistleblower claims discussing the program can put people in danger. I'm just re-reporting what I'm reading, highlighting the level of secrecy and potential consequences for those who expose it. Not exposing it, apparently exposed already. One of the most shocking revelations from this report is an incident involving a F-22 stealth Raptor, which was surrounded by a swarm of orb UAPs, UFOs, during a flight. We've seen similar stuff to this. There's videos of, jets being surrounded by orbs and disappearing, and the orbs going all kinds of crazy directions with crazy means of propulsion, and, they just defy the laws of physics and gravity as we know today. But obviously, if you've been in this world, you know a little bit more about propulsion and, warping space and all this stuff. There's a lot of theories out there. The pilot's testimony reveals that these UFOs forced the jet off course and maintained precise formation with the aircraft despite its evasive maneuvers. These things are very powerful, and they're able to keep up with some of the best machinery out there, essentially. The Pentagon denies the existence of Immaculate Constellation. Of course, why would they? I mean, if it's USAP, why would they tell anybody? That one's obvious. A spokesperson stated there is no present or historical record of a program with that name, raising questions about potential cover-ups. I mean, that's the whole thing about, USAPs. They're not going to tell you. They have no responsibility to tell you. They don't want to tell you, but that's not, it's our job as citizens of the United States, to understand where our money's going and if things are being done illegally. But, we'll get into that. By law, special access programs must be disclosed to Congress, specifically to a group of lawmakers known as the Gang of Eight. Look up Gang of Eight if you're not familiar with that phrase. The whistleblower alleges that the executive branch has been handling UFO non-human intelligence issues without congressional knowledge and authorization for years, possibly decades. That's nothing new. That's kind of what we all assume at this point that are interested in this subject. The whistleblower claims that the program holds far more advanced data than what the public has seen. This is interesting. This includes multi-sensor imagery that captures UFO characteristics not visible to the human eye. So a lot of stuff that's just not visible, whether it be because it moves too fast, it has some kind of cloaking, some other thing that, maybe is even out of the realm of our comprehension, something that warps space, maybe even time. Who knows? Some of the sensors have even detected subtle atmospheric effects associated with the UAPs, further enhancing the credibility of this classified data. While the Tic Tac gimbal and Go Fast videos have sparked worldwide intrigue, the whistleblower suggests they represent only a small fraction of the data Immaculate Constellation holds. So we're getting the crumbs, essentially, is what he's saying here. We're getting anything we've seen has been just the morsels that have slipped out, or, some would say have been put out intentionally to, ramp us up to a more broad disclosure kind of thing. Everybody's saying this kind of thing has been soft disclosure. Everything is leaked and whistleblowers and all this stuff, but we're not going to go into that here. That's a different video, and that's a subject I don't even know if I want to touch here. And the important implies that much detailed, high-quality footage is being kept under wraps. The report highlights that the military's UFO data has a verifiable chain of custody, ensuring its accuracy and integrity. This means that the UFO imagery and sensor data are carefully controlled, making it harder to dismiss as a hoax or misinterpretation. Yeah, I mean, you could fudge data if you want, but if they have as much as they say they do, that's just a large operation. Of course, things can also always be fudged. They could fake them, but I think it would just hurt in the long run if they fake them. That's just me. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying kind of discussions and stories like this. I know I'm taking this one a little bit slow just because I want to make sure I deliver everything properly, because there's a lot here, and I want to go through everything on my list so I cover everything. There's so much nuance to these stories. USAPs have existed for decades, with defense publications like Jane's Defense revealing their existence. These programs are so secretive that government officials are authorized to lie publicly to protect their confidentiality. Yes. I mean, if this has been going on for decades, there's a lot at stake. So everybody needs to be patient. Nobody's just going to come out and say anything outright. That would be super irresponsible and very messy. The report, this part's interesting. The report also makes reference to alien reproduction vehicles, or ARVs, suggesting that the U.S. military may have successfully reverse engineered alien technology, which is the big one. I think that is the big one. If they came, here all those decades ago, and they haven't come back since, obviously, we're not going to get into that. But let's just say, hypothetically, we figured out how to reverse engineer things, and UAPs are just things that we, are man-made, essentially. If true, this could have major implications for the advancement of military technology and our understanding of non-human intelligence, unless it is human. But again, another video. The existence of Immaculate Constellation, which suggests that the U.S. government has been far more involved in managing UFO encounters than previously acknowledged. Sure. It also signals a significant breach of public trust if these revelations are confirmed. I think most of us that have paid attention are already kind of on that slope, and public trust of the government is already at an all-time low right now. So what's another thing? If UAPs are interacting with military assets like the F-22 and invading our most advanced aircraft, what does that mean for national security? One, and could this be evidence of non-human intelligence, or is there another explanation we have yet to uncover? Some former intelligence officials like ex-CIA head John Brennan have publicly speculated that UFO phenomenon could involve forms of life we don't yet understand. If we understand some of them, that's interesting. So that's an interesting way to phrase it, if you ask me. This report aligns with the broader concerns that the government may have been withholding vital. They're kind of repeating themselves a little bit here, and in my notes are a little repeating. The claims in this whistleblower report are verified it could trigger a new wave of UFO disclosure events. Sure. Although this kind of stuff has been more or less believed to be true for a while, and now it just kind of has a cool name. So take what you will. It could also pressure the government to be more transparent, which kind of is happening. The election is getting in the way of anything happening immediately. People are saying stuff is going to happen in 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 6 years. Like, there's all kinds of crazy timelines and a lot of speculation. But let me know what you guys think about Immaculate Constellation. Do you think this is legit? To me, not a huge surprise, but are you surprised that it has a name and has been kind of operating, and now we have kind of sort of a face to what happened after that, all that stuff came out in 2017? You think it's just BS? Let me know in the comments below. Do the YouTube thing. Like and subscribe. Some of the notes here are a little bit hokey. Could Immaculate Constellation be the key to unlocking some of the biggest mysteries about UFOs? Or is it another layer of government secrecy? If they have all that information and data they said they do, the sensor stuff is interesting. The possibility of having the reverse engineered crafts, and we've had them for a long time, because we've had all the scientific data and we've been studying it for years. And 2017 was not that long ago. That was 7 years ago. If they made a lot of progress just in 7 years by collecting all that data and kind of working with it to reverse engineer stuff, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, especially with the advent of AI. And I'm probably going to talk about AI in a lot of these episodes, because I know the government has probably really good stuff. What we have is, again, morsels of the technology. So did they figure out how to reverse engineer some stuff? I wouldn't put it past them. I believe it. Things are moving a lot faster technology-wise than they ever have before. And I think what we get as civilians is only, again, a very, very small portion. And that's always been true with technology. So, again, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to leave it there. There's a lot to chew on. If you haven't read the full story, go check it out. I'm going to be trying to do more videos on the subject soon. And I'm going to be doing more, again, like I kind of stated in the beginning, I'm going to be doing more high-level kind of videos. I'm going to do like a what is a UAP video for some people that are just getting into this. That's what I'm going to do for this channel. I'm going to cover stories like this, but I'm going to do stuff to get people that are just dipping their toes and get them some information and not overwhelm them. So let me know what you guys think of that idea, and if you know some people that might be interested in that. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you being here. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I'm trying to get to 3K subscribers before the end of the year. The more subscribers I get, the more I could keep doing this. So help me out, and let's have some fun and talk about this super interesting stuff. Until next time, thank you guys for watching.